political front in the near term.
Yeah, actually this market is so fragile that it's using any reason to correct at this point in time, and we've heard the threats from the Samajwadi Party several times in the past about the future belonging to coalition governments and the fact that the third front might be on the card. So this is not something new that the market is hearing. However, it's perhaps finding any reason to correct given the way the market has moved in the past. Tirthankar Patnaik joins in on the political developments and the way the market is moving. Tirthankar, hi, thanks for joining in. What have you made of the possibility of a third front emerging? We've heard these threats several times in the past, but is there anything new to irk the markets now?
I think the possibility of a third front was the highest before BJP actually took the baton away in July of last year. So in our calculations, we don't believe the third front has any meaningful locus standi at this point. None of the major parties are in a position for elections at the moment, and we do not see elections panning out purely by these statements. I guess given the fact that DMK has pulled the plug, the importance of parties supporting the UPA from the outside actually has risen, and what we are seeing is essentially a fallout from that. We do not believe the market has much reason to to take negatively purely from these statements.
This just shows, Tirthankar, that this market has no reason to go up at all. I mean, either one day it's global, the other day it's political, but this seems to be a sell on every little rally market. How would you approach it now at this 56.40 level?
So for the market, the roadblocks are twofold, and they are not political in our opinion. The roadblocks are growth and the current account deficit. We do not know what concrete plans the government has in terms of bridging the current account deficit from a sustainable perspective. And frankly, and second part is on growth. We do not believe that even FY14 with its lower growth rate would be enough for the slowdown in the current growth cycle to pan out. So we really don't know if there are answers that the market has to these two questions, and politically I don't think the worry is really there.
Tirthankar, hi, afternoon. Just before I get to you, there are some comments actually coming in from Dr. Rangarajan, where he does expect food inflation to ease in the next 2 months, and that if in case core does sustain at that 4% mark, then maybe there would be more headroom on the RBI cutting rates. Those are some comments coming in from him. Important comments in order to assess how exactly the Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council would be reading the macroeconomic situation at this point in time. But Tirthankar, just getting back to the point of a possible SP numbers game playing out, do you just think that besides early elections, just the reform process is going to become a bit of a struggle in 2013? So something like, say, pension reforms, etc., something which the SP has inherently opposed, is just not going to go through then?
So for the market, I think what's important is any of the reforms which solve these two problems that I outlined earlier, growth as well as the current account deficit. So if we have reforms in place or executive decisions that get capital into the country, like the foreign, like the finance minister announcing FII bond limits to be rationalized, or the diesel price hike coming through, those are welcome. Frankly, pensions and insurance are not going to bring in capital in a meaningful way. So what we are saying is, while these are good to hear for the market, I don't think they are moving the needle in any sense.
Okay, just one quick point before we let you go. The current account deficit, according to the Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council, is expected to be 5% for FY13. Tirthankar, would you agree with that? And what would your assessment be on the CAD trajectory?
So we were saying this about 6 months back. The second quarter current account deficit was north of 5%, was 5.4. The third quarter numbers will come in on Thursday. Then they will be north of 6%. And for the year, we will end up at 5% number. The question is, what does India do to bring back export growth? And we do not see that coming up in a very meaningful way, even in FY14. That for us is the concern, really.
All right, Tirthankar. Thanks so much for stopping by and giving us your view. That's Religare telling us not to overreact to the Samajwadi Party's comments or the threats of pulling out from the UPA. Better to take a measured stance at this point in time. We have seen these threats come and go many times in the past, but the market has taken off all its gains from early morning. So we do one thing, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll get you a technical analyst to tell you how to approach trade today.